Hey, how's it going? Just want to make this video about Nick Diaz beating Anthony Pettis. It was a great fight. I watched it. Um, going into it, I was like, it's like, when you think about it, it's like Nate Diaz is going from 155 to 170. He's not, I guess he's a 170er, but it's hard to say. And then, Anthony Pettis, he's fought as low as 145. He's fought at 155. Now he bumped up to 170. He might be small for the weight class, you would say, right? But then he knocks out Wonder Boy. So it's like, it's really hard to discredit that guy. Like, oh, Nate Diaz is going to steamroll him because he knocked out Wonder Boy Thompson. It's like, all right, it's hard to count that guy out. So like when I went into this fight, I'm like I'm pretty sure Diaz is gonna win, but if Anthony Pettis can knock out, Wonder Boy, it's hard to say you can't knock anyone out because Wonder Boy is known for his striking. Diaz is known for his striking. I don't know. You knew you were gonna see a fight, right? And that happened. Like in the first early on, it was a fist fight, right? It was a fist fight. And then it went to the ground, which I don't know if anyone expected. We thought it was gonna be a stand up thing, but it got to the ground and it was really good ground. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it was a good ground, like good grappling, I should say. Sorry. Uh, Diaz couldn't really submit him or anything, but that's because I think Pettis had really good defense. He was reversing some positions. Overall, I think obviously Diaz was a little better grappler, but Anthony Pettis held his own. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of funny because Nate Diaz always is like, oh yeah, I don't want to fight boring wrestlers but then he's going to the ground. And granted, he was grappling, but it's like I don't know. Like you think if you didn't want wrestlers, you'd just be stand up fighting. But maybe it's part of his game. Like, oh yeah, I don't want to fight grappling. And then when fights come on, he grapples. He boxes too, but I'm just surprised. Like he took him down. Anyways, it gets towards the end of the fight, and Nate Diaz is just putting the Valium on him, like 20 combination punches. Uh, or 20 punch combinations. And Yeah, like he had him stumbled. Like Anthony turned his back, and then I don't know if he went to the ground or Diaz took him to the ground, but I really wish you would have let him stand up there. I'm not the fighter, right? So maybe Diaz's strategy was better, and that's how you win. But man, I really wanted to see him stand back up and let him keep putting the volume on him because I think he could have put him out there if he just again I have no idea, but it felt like if he just would have kept punching him, he could have beat him. Or finished him. But he took him to the ground instead, and then Anthony got on top of him. And there wasn't much Anthony could really do at that point. He already pretty much lost the fight. But yeah, overall, really good fight. Anthony held his own. Like Nate Diaz is a really good fighter, has really good cardio, and Anthony held his own. He didn't get embarrassed or anything like that. Um, but yeah, overall, a good fight. Nate Diaz calls out Gamebred Masvidal. That's a really good fight. I think that should happen. So excited to see that. Congrats to Nate Diaz. Also, congrats to Anthony Pettis for holding his own and putting up a good fight.